Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Comic Book Burrito, the world's #1 podcast on Earth 2. My name's Darian.
My name's Landon.
And today we have a plethora of stuff for you. We got Marvel, we got DC, we got games. You name it, we got it. Let's talk. Landon, how have you been doing this fine week?
Well, two things happened to me yesterday.
Boring, move on. I'm just kidding.
Well, one, I've been playing a lot of Marvel's Avengers because of the double resources. So, the green stuff. Those are called credits, right?
Yes, I think so.
I play the game more than you. I don't know what it's called.
I haven't played it at all in the last week.
Anyways, those are doubled this weekend, and so I'm trying my best to get the Iron Man skin.
Okay.
It just was put out Thursday, right?
Yeah. Yes, Thursday, I think. And
today on Saturday, I'm already at 80.
What?
So I've been grinding a lot. I've been playing so much. My dad's wanting to kill me. I'm coming me up. I may not show up next week. But I got race-shade pretty hard on Twitter today.
Oh, what happened?
Well, okay.
Well, hold on. Let's explain to the people. Let me explain to the people real quick about something. If you follow the Comic Book Burrito Twitter, we comment on different superhero-related things. But if you follow Landon's Twitter,
I talk so much trash. I'm sorry.
He talks an arduous amount of trash to any and all people who disagree with his opinions.
I wasn't even talking. Well, okay. Well, Xbox is a different story. But when it comes to comic books, though, I'm all ears, except for a couple things. But I'm not gonna be mean to you. But I think what I said wasn't mean at all, and I just gave out a little opinion. So, here, you want to explain the whole tweet, or do you want to give the setup?
You can explain it.
Okay.
But also know that we have a whole show ahead of us, so don't.
Oh my God! It's just like 3 minutes at most. So, guys,
1 minute 30, best I can do. Sorry.
Oh my God! You're making it long. Anyways, so a guy on Twitter named @Sketchback, also known as Morris, he was talking about how he reread The War on Crime. This is a Batman story, right?
Yeah. And
he wrote, "It hits me and feels every time." And he's showing panels from the comic book, it has dialogue and stuff. And I read it. It was pretty good. And I make a reply. And I like Morris a lot. He's go follow him if you haven't. Mm-hmm. I go in the comments and I reply and I quote, "While I'm not the biggest fan." Is this Alex Ross? Yes, it's Alex Ross art. Okay. I don't know who wrote it, but I know Alex Ross did the illustration.
I remember Paul Dini did part of it too.
He did too? Okay. Well, from what I'm seeing on here, it's very Alex Ross-like.
Mm-hmm. From what I read on your tweet, you didn't quite enjoy. You enjoyed his writing, but you didn't like his art.
Yeah. This is exactly what I said. While I'm not the biggest fan of Alex Ross Batman art, the writing here is absolutely incredible. Okay. And that's all I said. I didn't say I hate Alex Ross art at all. Okay. Nor did I say I just hate. I just said
you can credit Paul Dini for writing that.
Yeah, Paul Dini, fantastic job. And I'll explain my feelings on Alex Ross in a minute.
Okay.
I get a reply.
By Alex Ross saying, "Screw you, don't need your opinion."
Alex, dude, that would be the highlight of my life. Alex Ross, give me the finger, saying, "I know what's good."
I don't need people like you and your stupid dumb burrito podcast.
That's it. We should get Alex Ross on here one day.
No, we should not.
But I get a reply, and he says, "No disrespect, but I actually can't fathom how you don't like his art. It's so beautiful." And I got 2 likes on my reply, and he has 11, which is a big, terrible ratio, but
Can I give my side of this argument?
Yes, go right ahead.
While I don't think his art is beautiful, I like his art. I think it looks cool. It looks realistic.
Yeah. Well, that's why I was saying the replies. Because I believe he's thinking that I just hate Alex Ross art in general. That's not true.
What else has Alex Ross done? Let me look.
He literally did this whole Marvel panel. My girlfriend, she gave me
He did Kingdom Come.
Yeah, exactly.
Huh.
Well, we got 3 likes now. A friend of mine just liked it. So, yes, we're getting up to that level.
Nice. What else is this guy doing? That's a pretty cool picture. I've seen some of this guy's art around.
Yeah. Have you seen Alex? Like, have you seen this whole Marvel panel?
Maybe. I know we're kind of spending a while on this. We're still in the intro.
Anyways, I reply, no, I do love his art. It's just Batman for some reason. I'm just not with it. But his other work is incredible. And I sent a picture of Alex Ross Spider-Man, one with Superman, and one with Green Lantern and Green Arrow together. And it looks great. So I want to clarify. I love Alex Ross art. I just don't like his back. I don't know. I can't describe what it is. I think it's the face.
There is a book called Marvelosity, the Marvel Comics art of Alex Ross, and the Alex Ross Marvel Comics poster book.
Yeah. I'm
looking at his Marvel stuff now.
I love every one of his Marvel. I love every one of his Marvel stuff. I say maybe the one thing I don't really care for is his Hulk. I don't know if I'm too big on that because I don't like the way the forehead is. But
I see that.
But everything else, I love his Iron Man.
I'm seeing his picture of this DC thing. I have seen this picture around. It's got Batman in the center, Superman, Wonder Woman, Green Arrow, Zatanna, Manhunter.
I'm looking at it right now.
Yeah, I've seen this picture around. I would love a poster of that. I'll be honest with you.
I think all of them look good, but Batman. I don't know. I can't. Really
We're spending a very long time on this one subject. We get you have an infinite amount of Alex Ross wisdom here that you want.
I'm just saying. I just wanted to give a little story of what happened today. But now, what did you do today, Darian? What did you do?
Well, I went to hold on. Going in order of this week, this is sort of comic book related that I can talk about. I watched Book of Boba Fett. It was like an experience. I'm going to talk about it on an episode of my own thing, which I might talk about at the end of this episode and announce what that's going to be. Watched Peacemaker, which we'll talk about later on. I've been watching more Arrow. I love that show, man. It's great. I'm on the second to last season, I think.
Get off of CW there. Come on.
I have a piece of CW news later, and this is actually interesting. I think me and you need to check this out. It might be worth checking out.
Well, I'm going to have to.
All right. But I did go to a store called Edward McKay's. They sell video games, any kind of technology, books, old toys too. But I went back to the comic section, and I was there for an hour digging through long boxes, looking through graphic novel sections. I was really looking for the Civil War comic because I really want to read it.
I have a couple. I don't have the whole series, but I do have a couple.
I did see a few, but I want the full, just plain Civil War trade paperback.
Do you want it how your Injustice book is?
I don't want a hardcover, but I want the whole issue of Civil War.
Mm-hmm.
All right, but I thought I'd talk to you guys about this haul that I got. So, starting with the long box stuff. Here, actually, I'll just go in order. I got this out of a long box for 75 cents. First issue of the Doom Patrol by Cupperberg, Lytle, and Martin. This came out in 87.
Okay.
So, 64, I think, was the first time Doom Patrol were introduced. So, this isn't their original first issue, but it's around there.
Mm-hmm.
On the podcast a few months ago, and we're going to have him on next weekend, we had Spillman on here to talk about Valiant comics. And so I picked up a couple of Valiant comics. Yes. I picked up the death-defying Dr. Mirage. I'm interested to see about this. I think it's a detective. As a detective gets a spirit attached to her, and they solve crimes, I think. I don't know. Mm-hmm. And then I got the Delinquents, which were two characters, Archer and Armstrong and Quantum and Woody, team up. And it's a really funny comic. I highly recommend it. I got that. I got giant size 350th issue, The Amazing Spider-Man, Spidey versus Dr. Doom. Plus Spidey's reunion with Uncle Ben. What? Question mark, exclamation mark.
What?
That's what it says. I like that cover. I'm not sure who. Eric Larson. That's who it was. Yeah. And then the 1991 annual Green Arrow number 4 50th anniversary edition.
Mm-hmm.
The art kind of struck me with this. It looked very Robin Hood like. So I thought I would pick it up.
I gotcha.
And then, because I've been reading the Injustice Gods Among Us comic series, which I'm hoping once Landon gets to read all those, we can do an episode about it, the series.
I would love. I'll tell you what, man. I've been hooked. I haven't read the ones you gave me yet.
What a comic story already! Like
I'm doing it Sunday, but man, I hate to say it, man. Maybe evil Superman should be permanent.
I'm telling you, he's not evil. He's just like he just changed his motive.
Yeah, and which is better because it seems like in other media it's just making him evil.
He's just evil, but now he's just like, I just want to get rid of all the crime. But these people are trying to attack me because I'm doing it, so I gotta.
Yeah, he's getting rid of free will.
Yeah, he's the dictator now.
Yeah, and I mean, it's pretty powerful, man. Because like I'm trying to think here because I know some stuff. It's just Lois's death that sets him off. Or either that or Lois is pregnant. Like literally, like having the comics being so much more detailed.
Yeah.
You know, of like.
No, this takes place before the story of the first game.
Yes. And so, which is great because you get more context. And he's like, Bruce, you don't understand. This is the only Clay. Like him having a son was his like only chance of him not being alone.
Yeah. Now he's like. Now he feels alone.
Another Kryptonian. Yeah.
And you have which I'm really interested to see how Supergirl plays into it whenever she comes in. I guess in Injustice 2, the comic series. Yeah. But I see you got Superman and Wonder Woman sides with him and Flash and Green Lantern. Who else? I know there's more Cyborg. There's a few other people throughout the thing. Shazam too, I think. And then Batman gets a Catwoman, Green Arrow, Harley Quinn, Black Canary, all the Bat family, besides one of them, Damian.
I was about to say it. I was really about to say it. Dude,
I'm the rebel.
I kind of laughed when I saw it. Like, I was shocked, but I laughed like crazy. I was like, no way. You know?
He fell and broke his neck.
He fell and then broke his neck. I'm like, on a piece of rubble. And I was like, I was laughing like crazy, man. And I was I was in the middle of class too, reading that.
Anyway, back to what I was saying. I'm right now at year 4, volume 2. That is the next one I need to read. There are 5 years, and the year 5 has 3 volumes. So today, I decided to pick up the Injustice Gods Among Us year 4, volume 2. Love this cover, by the way. It's Superman like kneeled down in a superhero pose with Batman with his wings spread out behind him. Looks awesome. And then year 5, volume 1, which I'm very excited to read. Looks like Bane, Solomon Grundy, Doomsday, and Killer Frost are in this.
Yeah.
So it looks like they're bringing in. This is Enter the Villains. So it looks like they're bringing in some more villains in this one.
I mean, I have one little issue with the Injustice comic.
What is that?
And I think sometimes the art doesn't look that good.
Yeah.
But
it is what it is. Tom Taylor, the guy that wrote the Injustice comics, he's a great writer. Like I said, he wrote Dark Knights of Steel. I was telling you about that before we started this.
Yeah, that has a great idea. I want to read it. I want to look more into that.
Mm-hmm. But that's what I've been up to.
Yeah, see? That's why I had to come up with a long story. That sounds more fun. You got something about it. I got a ratio. That's what I got.
Well, that's what happens when
I got that 12 hours of my life taken away from me, Darian, for playing Marvel's Avengers.
Well, it is what it is. We have a gaming stream coming tomorrow, by the way, guys. As far as we know.
It'll be yesterday. Sorry,
yeah, we're recording this on Saturday night. Yeah. But check that out. It'll be on YouTube only. All right.
I'm surprised how good our first stream did.
Yeah, view-wise. Quality-wise.
Man, okay, you literally cut me some slack, okay? I thought you were doing
I don't know what happened.
Yeah, I don't know what happened either.
You sound like you're like... Really? You sound like you're standing like 20 feet away from your microphone and like whispering to the camera.
I was using my my headset, and I wonder if that had something to do with it. I'll figure it out.
We'll test
I'm gonna use something different this time. So
all right. Here we go. Let's get into some Marvel news. You ready for this?
Yeah.
All right. I brought you the news, ladies and gentlemen. I sat down and I worked tirelessly for 5 straight minutes to write down this news.
I was about to say, dude, it'll take you 5 minutes. So not take you that long.
I worked. I searched the internet to find this, and I found it. Here we go. Loki season 2 to begin filming this summer in the UK.
Cool.
So obviously, I mean, Loki, what a show. All right. But it ended off in such a big cliffhanger.
Oh, yeah, I forgot.
And so you know season 2 is going to be big.
Oh, yeah.
And I assume if it's filming this summer, it'll be out next summer. If that's maybe any kind of indication.
When did it first come out?
In June.
Okay, yeah, that sounds about right then. Okay, I'll go with that.
So I mean, it ended big. Loki is what we could assume is another TVA, kind of like another different timeline.
Yeah.
Kang has taken over. Sylvie is at the end of time in Kang's Cathedral.
Yes.
And we're gonna meet the big bad Kang the Conqueror.
When does Ant-Man 3 come out?
I would assume it comes out next year. So,
okay. So you think where Loki ends off, we'll continue in 3?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Now, Gugu Mbatha-Raw, who's an actor who played Loki. She played Judge Renslayer. Which, if you don't remember, is you remember her, right? Judge Renslayer, the girl who she was in every episode. She was the one that was kind of leading the TVA that we saw.
Yes, I know what you're talking about. You're talking about.
She has confirmed that she's coming back for season 2, which we already knew. She was going somewhere to discover free will, whatever that meant. And we didn't know what the heck was going on. We never saw her again after that. But I guess we're gonna get to see now. Which we knew season 2 was coming after that after credit scene.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, totally.
It literally said Loki will return in season 2.
Yeah. Yeah. What's something you hope you see from the show?
Mobius riding a jet ski.
I know. I was really thinking they would do that, but maybe I'm guessing
Mephisto.
Shut up, dude. I'm sick.
If there's any show we'll see Mephisto in, it'll be Moon Knight. So,
do you really think that?
No. I'm just going to stay on this train until it crashes.
Well, I'll be honest with you, man. I'm thinking Miss Marvel. I mean, honest.
Mephisto's going to show up in Miss Marvel. Mephisto is Miss Marvel.
That's why she has different powers.
Oh, we figured it out. No, I'm excited for Loki season 2. I love the first season. Really, none of those. I've loved all of those shows. So
that was my second favorite series. So I love it.
Yeah. All right. Don Lee will return as Gilgamesh in an MCU project being produced this summer. Now, Gilgamesh was the guy who could like punch stuff. I don't know how to explain it. He had the energy on his fists, and he had super strength. Mm-hmm. I can say this because spoilers are past for this movie. He died in like the middle of the movie.
No way.
I'm sorry, but he's coming back. So I want to assume it won't, because Loki's being filmed this summer as well. So, but I don't see his place in Loki at all. But what if season 2 is supposed to have some Eternal stuff? We confirmed by AC Bradley, the showrunner. I think what if season 2 is also in production this summer?
You think so?
Based off that.
Okay.
So he'll be returning. I don't know what kind of what if stories they'll do with Eternals. What if Eternals got more than $150 million in the box office?
Well, what if Eternals was good?
What if Eternals wasn't 3 hours long?
What if Eternals had a pretty good story?
It had an okay story.
Darian, shut up.
It was okay. The writing just wasn't all.
I framed you on Facebook. I'll do it again. This is why we don't trust critics, man. I don't know. I think they were right on that. But
I still don't think it was that bad.
I don't think it was that bad, nor would I think it was that good. So it's a show.
Gilgamesh is showing back up. I'm interested to see where that goes. Channing Tatum. He was originally rumored. He was rumored to be playing Gambit. A few years ago. I don't know, maybe a little bit more than that. And the movie was actually happening, according to Channing Tatum, and he was right there getting ready to start filming it, and then they scrapped it. He said he related it to a Deadpool-like movie, and it was going to be R-rated. And he says that he's been traumatized since the cancellation of that. He hasn't watched anything Marvel because he said it was like he was so excited to do this role. And he studied, read so many comics, watched so many like animated series episodes. He said the character felt like a brother to him, and he said it was comparable to losing like a loved one when he lost that role. Yeah. And he said that he still wants to play Gambit if they introduce him in the MCU. Now he's got the looks. He said he perfected the accent.
Oh, the Cajun accent.
Mm-hmm. Calls everybody share.
I'm just saying, I don't think he has the body for it. Like I don't.
What kind of body do you think Gambit has?
I don't know.
Not in a weird way. Just explain.
I don't know. Like I don't know how to describe it. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know, man.
Well, I'm all for Channing Tatum coming.
I just don't see Channing Tatum as Gambit, and that's really all I can say. But
I'm all for it.
If he gets cast, I'm not gonna burst into tears. I'll see it, and I'm sure. For one, if he does get the accent down right, I can probably let it. I'll let it slide.
Yeah. All right. Let's see what else we got next. Okay. Last week, I reported on a piece of news saying that Marvel and Sony has cast their Madam Webb. We don't know who it is. Well, this week, it's been announced. It wasn't announced, actually. It was rumored. But then the actress that has got cast posted on her Instagram story a picture of a spider web. And, come on. As an emoji of a spider web. Dakota Johnson has been cast as Madam Web in the Spider-Man spinoff movie. They call it a Spider-Man spinoff, even though it's not a spinoff of anything. It's really just a solo movie for a character you've never been introduced to before. It's besides in comics.
I don't know how well they can do a Adam Webb movie, but we'll see.
Mm-hmm. I would not be surprised if this movie connects into the Spider-Verse or across the Spider-Verse.
Mm-hmm. Well, do we know? Is this live action?
I think so. Yes.
Okay. I don't know if I really want.
It could be how she became Madam Web.
Okay.
I'm interested. I'd watch it.
Yeah, we're gonna have to, but I'll watch just to see what they would do. Because I want to see Morbius and stuff. So
April 1st. It's not going to come out.
Yeah, I thought they pushed it back a week, where you could like a week earlier.
I don't think so.
Do they not?
I just want to point out that let's see. Let me skip to this date on my calendar real quick. April 2nd and 3rd. April 3rd is one day before my birthday, and we are releasing an episode on that day. So,
I'll see you getting a tattoo.
No. Yeah, I'll show up with a small little tattoo.
My guy. People. When I told Darren I got me a tattoo from Spider-Man, you want to know what he told me? He's like, I like to get the Hydra look on my chest. Well,
because it looked cool, but like in a Marvel way. But then I sat and thought about it after people told me. I was like, I would not compare myself to a Nazi. But that is a Nazi symbol, so maybe that's a bad idea.
I know, right across your chest. Oh my god!
Not right across my chest, on the top of my chest. If I ever did get one. I'm not saying I would ever get a tattoo.
You are a permanent member of Hydra. You Nazi.
Hail Hydra!
Oh my god!
I can do that. Oh my god! It's a line from Captain America. Deal with it. All right, let's move on to this next piece of news. This is a good one. This also kind of confirms something, I think. Armor Wars to start filming in October or November of this year. So, We don't know. It's either October, November. I would assume late October, early November. If it's filming this year, it'll be out either end of next year or beginning of the year after, beginning of 2024. Armor Wars. We're going to be getting some set photos. Hey, and I'm all for that. Give me a War Machine show. I'll take a War Machine show out of. I'd rather have like 3 War Machine shows in place of a Miss Marvel show. But
yeah,
I guess now's a good time to talk about Miss Marvel because I didn't write that down. They released a new animation of her like title card for her show, and it's different. The first one had like crystals in the back, which were kind of nodding to her new crystal-like energy powers or whatever. And then the S looked kind of weird when it showed up. It kind of just like outlined itself and then appeared. Yeah. But now the crystals are gone in the background, and the S kind of like stretches into the frame. I shared it. I retweeted it on Twitter for you guys to see the animation. And it kind of looks like the stretchy powers a little bit. And I'm thinking the reshoots that they did a few months back are actually they went and changed her power because they knew everyone hated what they heard about.
Yeah, I mean, I was one of those people. I wasn't very happy hearing that they're going to. And again, I'm not even a Miss Marvel fan whatsoever. Where I can actually somewhat thank Marvel's Avengers, the game, for kind of getting me more interested in Miss Marvel.
Yeah.
And I think it's good. I think it's a good sign when I think about collecting comic books for a certain character. I thought about buying a couple of Miss Marvel books.
And then you burn them after you get them.
I never did, but I still plan on getting.
The only Miss Marvel comics I've ever owned are the ones on Marvel's Avengers.
Yeah, pretty much. The ones that give me stat boosts. But I'm glad if that is the truth though, and they're going back. The reshoots are them changing up her powers, making it stretchy. Then I will be very, very happy.
Yeah. Yeah, but we'll see.
There's a reason they haven't shown her doing action yet. I feel like they know that's going to kind of get some people going the wrong way.
All right. So, I got some Multiverse of Madness stuff to talk about before some big MCU news that'll end it off. This is a rumor, but in Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness, Nicolas Cage's Ghost Rider is supposed to show up, according to rumors. But he's going to have blue flames and armored sleeves.
I saw a post of that, and it's been a while since I've seen Ghost Rider 2.
I haven't seen 2. I've seen 1.
But I feel like at the end of the movie, he had blue flames.
I do remember that happening.
I can't remember. I don't know. I can't remember why, but I think he was like lifted from his curse or whatever. But
yeah. Let's see. Apparently, also John Bernthal has filmed some scenes for Moon Knight, possibly a post-credits scene.
Okay.
I'm looking for anything else. We also do know that in Armor Wars, which I just talked about, Sam Rockwell is supposed to be in it as Justin Hammer. He's also reprising his role as Justin Hammer in Ironheart.
Okay. He was.
Ironheart's connected to Armor Wars, 100%. I'll go ahead and tell you that.
Oh yeah. Which one comes out? I'm guessing Armor Wars comes out first.
Maybe. I don't know if Ironheart started filming or not. I don't think it has. So
no, I don't believe it has.
But they'll come out the same year, 100% though.
Okay.
Okay. I guess that's what is this? I guess. Apparently these are spoilers for Thor: Love and Thunder, but I don't know if I believe this or not. I don't want to say it either in case it is real.
If it's from Taika Waititi, it must be real.
Who? Taika Waititi?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Remember he did the he showed the script for Thor: Love and Thunder and Tony.
Yeah, but you said his name weird.
Taika Waititi. What did I say?
You said you said Taika or Taika. It sounded like you said Taika Waititi.
I said Taika Waititi. That's what I said. I didn't say Taika Waititi.
Yes. That's what it sounded like. Okay. Continuing on with the news here. All right. Here we go. We're rumored to be getting a TV spot for Moon Knight and Doctor Strange at the Super Bowl, which is next week. Or next Sunday. We'll be releasing an episode on that day, at least. The TV spot for Doctor Strange is going to be unveiled during the Super Bowl, and it will contain a money shot, apparently. The scene in question would be John Krasinski as Captain America picking up Captain Carter's shield. Now, for those of you that are like, hang on, that's not Mr. Fantastic. You're right.
That's some bull.
But if you knew this piece of information, then you'd be like, okay. He was the original person that auditioned for the role of Captain America before Chris Evans got it. He even tried on the suit and everything. He said.
Oh, so you think I was close? He was close to being picked.
Yeah. So they picked him for this as a little fun thing.
Mm-hmm.
But Captain Carter's shield also, that kind of confirms Captain Carter will show up, which we already kind of knew.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm excited for that. Final piece of news.
I just want to say, I hope that's true. I would like to see him.
Me too. Final piece of news right here. This is some good stuff right here. So we've heard rumors of a World War Hulk movie. And now we got some big leaks, apparently, about this movie. New leak states that the movie World War Hulk will release in either 2024 to 2025 or 2025 to 2026. And it'll be in two parts, along with adapting some parts of Civil War II, the comic. The first film will be a Hulk-centric movie with him in space finding Scar, who's his son in the comics, and eventually turning into Worldbreaker Hulk by the end. Part 2 will feature multiple MCU heroes as they decide whether to kill Hulk or to keep him alive. This eventually leads to a fight between two different sides that eventually come together to kill Hulk. The heroes featured will be She-Hulk, Captain Marvel, Captain America, Sam Wilson, Monica, which I assume is Monica Rambeau, Doctor Strange, Thor, Jane Foster, so the mighty Thor, Hawkeye, Kate Bishop, Yelena, War Machine, Spider-Man, Songbird. It's a new hero. Songbird, I've heard of. She's an Avengers character. I don't know where she would show up at, but she'll be showing up somewhere.
Yeah.
Mr. Fantastic, Miss Marvel, Daredevil, Cersei, and Black Knight. Some heroes will die during the fight, likely Hawkeye and War Machine. Now, I also want to...
Not from bull. I don't want... The Hawkeye can die. But you can't get out my boy War Machine, man. Like, come on.
He already got paralyzed. He lost his friend. He lost his best friend. And
my guy is the invincible War Machine. He's the invincible War Machine. Come on.
Well, not for long.
You know what? I keep forgetting this movie's in production right now. What if she showed up in Captain America 4?
Oh, yeah. I completely forgot about that. Who? Which character?
Songbird.
She could. I don't know what. I mean, yeah, I could see that, but she's more like magic. Like.
Yeah, but I don't know. I'm just throwing out ideas at you.
We're gonna get Spider-Man meeting like Mr. Fantastic and Miss Marvel. He's gonna see Daredevil again. I bet that's gonna when he's gonna be like, "Hey, you're my lawyer," or "You were my lawyer," and he'll be like, "Who are you?" Because he doesn't remember.
Dude, that'd be awesome.
Who's Peter Parker?
What? Peter?
I don't know anybody named Peter Parker, so. But
he won it. Oh, dude, yeah, he won it.
None of these people would know who he was.
Nobody would know. And dude, having what we have now at the end of No Way Home, like that's gonna be pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
I was just gonna call it Spider-Man. They're gonna be like, "Hey,
Spider-Man,
kid.
I need your help."
Yeah, exactly. I like to hear, "Hey, kid." It's like, no, he's a grown man. Get out of here.
Yeah, I'm excited. I mean, Kate Bishop, Yelena, Mr. Fantastic, Cersei from Eternals, who I assume she was going to be coming back as a semi-prominent character more than everybody else.
Yeah.
And Black Knight, which, he's coming. Daredevil, I'm very excited for. I mean, come on.
Oh, yeah, very, very much so.
But if Hawkeye and War Machine die, I'll be upset. I'll be very upset.
I will tear up with Clint. I know I said earlier I don't care, but...
We watched a whole show with him and emotionally connected with him.
Yeah. I remember... I don't know, dude. That's gonna let me. I saw a video today, and it was like a tribute to the first Avengers movie,
mm-hmm.
Yeah, I teared up, man. I'm like, dude, I remember going to the theater. That's the movie.
I did not go to the theater to see that movie because I don't remember the first time I watched it. I'll be honest with you.
Man, you're not a true Marvel fan.
I remember the first time I watched. First time I watched Endgame.
I remember. My mom was in the hospital.
Oh,
dude, he was delivering a baby.
I thought she was in the hospital. She was dying, but I was like, I must watch Avengers.
yeah, that's she could have died, I guess. But, I mean, I was in there, and I was like, dude, this movie's freaking awesome. My mom, I get text from my mom.
This movie's freaking awesome. Meanwhile,
yeah, honestly, like I saw she like gave me a text saying like, your little brother's here. I was like, and
you and your father are kicked out of the house.
And then I saw Cat pick up the hammer, and I put the phone down.
You throw your phone down and go, ah!
I know. I stood up, dude, and it was hilarious.
That's great. All right, but that's the end of my Marvel news. Not much this week, but some stuff.
Not much, but everything is high hopes.
Yes.
So. No bad news whatsoever.
No. All right. Now we get into what has come to be one of the more fun parts of this show, which is reviewing DC stuff, particularly Peacemaker.
Never thought I would get to like that, but no. I know. DC's on fire right now, except for Better Tomorrow bullcrap. But
yeah. All right. But here we go. We're going to talk about Peacemaker episode 6. So spoilers. Peacemaker episode 6, Myrn After Reading. All right. So going into this episode, following what you thought was your least favorite episode last week.
Yeah. Yes.
Hopes you were hoping. I guarantee you were hoping it was better.
Oh yeah, of course.
Real quick, I'm gonna go like 2 feet behind me. I'm getting something to drink. I'll be right back.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah. As y'all know, last week's episode was not my favorite. It was my least favorite, and I was really hoping something else would change here, and luckily it did, because this episode ends up being my absolute favorite, and I couldn't. It's hilarious. Well, one, you have a lot of vigilante Peacemaker scenes together.
Yes,
it is the best comedy you could ever have.
It's really good.
Vigilante's an idiot. I kind of come to realize that. I was thinking he was like not intelligent, but like he was somewhat.
What did he do in this episode that I was like, oh my god, you idiot? What? Hold on, let me look.
Well, there's multiple things. One, so when they were asking, what's the butterfly's name? Goth or whatever.
Goth. Yeah, Goth.
Goth. Peacemaker's asking him yes or no questions.
He goes, what's your favorite color?
What's your favorite color? It's a teal tap. He's like, why would you need? Another scene is when they're escaping, he tapes Goth around him, so he has 2 free hands. And another one is he was I can't remember the exact gesture he was doing, but him and Peacemaker were up in a tree. And he was doing this gesture.
He's doing it, and is that when he fell and broke the?
He fell on his back and broke the glass. There's that. Then there's when he turns around, throws a butterfly knife at a guy. He says, "At most, he's paralyzed." And he like throws it directly at his head.
I remember that.
And then the last part I think about is they're in the car, and he just takes Peacemaker's phone and just throws it out. He's like, they can track us on these.
He was like, it was an untrackable phone. He was like,
he said, he's like, I paid extra for it. Or he's like pictures of him and Eagly in there. He can't get back.
Yeah.
He's like, what about the cloud? He's like, I don't know what the cloud is.
I don't know what the cloud is. The cloud happened while I was in prison. All right, but here we go.
That's all I can remember.
Let me read off Newsweek.com's recap, and we'll talk about it as we go through like we normally do. Peacemaker episode 6 was more explosive than the last, with secrets being revealed, Augie Smith planning to kill his son, and the Butterflies finally making their move against the supervillain John Cena. Ching chong chimney chopsticks. But we really are getting ahead of ourselves, so let's start from the beginning.
By the way, you just said that, and dude, freaking Peacemaker's dad is hilarious. And it's like, I know he's a terrible person, but if you want to make me laugh at something, you have to be mean, and you have to say like the most unnecessary things ever.
Yeah.
he's like, yeah, thanks for letting me out. Or as they say, or he's like, screw you. And as they say, or as they say in your language, ching chong chippity chopsticks. Dude, that was so unnecessary. Like,
yeah.
You know, it was funny though. But and plus he puts on that suit in the end. But yes, please continue.
We'll get to that. All right. Episode 5 ended with Adebayo discovering the shocking truth that Myrn is in fact a butterfly, and episode 6 followed straight on from this moment. Now, that was a huge cliffhanger ending.
Yes.
And this one had started like right off the bat showing what happens after that. And it was actually not what I expected. I thought she was going to die.
Oh, yeah, I thought so too.
But I'm interested. See, now we know a little bit more about, because we were like, oh, if he's a butterfly, then why is he wanting to go after the other butterflies? Now we know, which I'll read about here in a little bit.
He's cool.
He's a good butterfly.
He's a good butterfly.
While it may have seemed at first like Myrn was going to attack Adebayo, it quickly became clear that he is not. And Harcourt arrives right on cue, but although Adebayo asks for help, she simply asks if she knows the truth now. I thought that was going to turn out she was a butterfly too.
I thought so as well.
I was like, they're all butterflies? But nope.
Do you think it will be? Do you think we'll get revealed at the end that one of them was a butterfly the whole time?
No, it'd be crazy if Economos was a butterfly. Oh, Vigilante.
Dude, if freaking Vigilante was a butterfly, that would be crazy. I feel like he's gonna die. I feel like he's gonna die though.
I hope not. He's too beloved of a character.
We'll find out next episode.
Turns out, next episode is not the finale. The finale is in 2 weeks.
Are you serious?
Yeah. It's 8 episodes. We're on episode 6. We just finished episode 6. This upcoming episode is 7. But Book of Boba Fett has 7 episodes. So this upcoming week is the final Book of Boba Fett episode.
Let me look.
If that's what you're confusing it.
Oh my gosh, you are right. What in the world, man? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
My bad.
Good news. What are we going to review after it? I mean, come on. We're going to have no show to review for a few weeks until Moon Knight. Longer than a few weeks.
Well, I guess they'll just give us. I guess they'll give us less time, more time to talk about stuff, and then.
Yeah. All right. Turns out Harcourt figured out Myrn's secret long ago, and even Economos is aware that their leader is an alien. And Adebayo questions Myrn over his motives and why he took over the original man's body. La 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 la, I'm not hearing you. That was like my favorite part. He was like, he always sticks his fingers in his ears when he hears about it. And they're like, hey, did you know that Myrn is like, la la la, I'm not hearing you, I'm not listening.
He really does stick his fingers in his ears.
Yeah. Myrn agrees that it might seem hypocritical, but he took over his host's body because he wants to stop the butterflies from taking over the world, and says he decided to take over the worst person he could find in order to do so.
Mm. Yeah, he picked out like the most worst possible human he could find.
Mm-hmm.
The guy his body has is a murderer, apparently.
Yeah.
And what was it called? What did he say? He said that even with this guy's memories, he could have changed. So this butterfly is like a really very intelligent person, or butterfly, I guess. You know? Yeah.
This says his internal struggle over the decision is evident from his pain over reliving his host's memories, but he feels his cause is just, and Adebayo reluctantly agrees to not share his secret with anyone else, mainly Peacemaker. I feel like that's going to be a big thing when he finds out.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Cut to the supervillain himself, who is having a very amusing talk with kids at Jamil's daughter's school about his life, and viewers are given a brief glimpse of his brother's death and asked about his origin story. That was my favorite scene of the whole episode.
Oh, yeah.
And he's talking to the kids, and they were there's like all these questions, and then he goes, that one kid's like, why is your, do you have a pet? And he was like, yes, I have a pet. He's a bald eagle. His name's Eagly. He was like, why is your pet named Eagly? And he goes, why are you my least favorite kid in this class?
I like it when they ask him about
what Wonder Woman?
Have you ever met Wonder Woman?
Yeah. And he was like, Jamil was like, dude.
Well, I should have. Oh man, I didn't realize that was the janitor for a minute. Until I walked in the hallway, I didn't realize it. That was it.
I recognize him from the trailer because he was in the trailer.
Yeah. You see, that's why I watch intros, man. I get surprises.
Oh well. Let's see. Meanwhile, Augie is out of prison thanks to Detective Song and Fitzgibbon, and he tells one of his white supremacist followers that he plans to kill his son. More on that later. Since they've let Augie go and realized Peacemaker was the one behind the explosion in episode 1, Song and Fitzgibbon decide to take a team to his home to arrest him. And now we go into this. Later, Peacemaker's at his home feeding Golf, the butterfly he captured earlier in the season, when Vigilante comes to visit him. And he knocked that stupid knock. He's like, come in, Vigilante, or whatever he said. And he was like, how do you know it was me? And he was like, because you knocked stupid.
Yeah, because you stupid knock. There's a certain code for knocking, I guess.
Golf shares that he wants to talk, and Peacemaker tries to communicate with the butterfly through taps on its glass container. Not that Vigilante is able to ask any question that requires a yes or no answer. Peacemaker and Vigilante are still arguing over the questions when the police arrive at the scene, and Mern struggles to get the supervillain to answer his phone in order to warn him of their imminent arrival. Moments before his door is kicked down, though, Mern successfully tells the what? Oh no, I think they misspelled something in this. Tells the pair is what it's supposed to say, but they forgot the R. Mern successfully tells the pair that's what's happening, and they escape via a skylight and hide in the trees behind Peacemaker's trailer. Vigilante took Golf with him by taping the glass container to his waist, and they try and avoid being detected by Song, who notices eagerly and decides to investigate behind the house. Unfortunately, Vigilante loses his balance and falls out of the tree, crushing the glass container underneath him and letting Golf out, who immediately takes over Song's body. Now, I'm about to talk about something with these butterflies here in a minute when we get to it, but I found it pretty crazy. Peacemaker and Vigilante run for the hills and are chased by police, and they get pinned down by the cops until Mern's man on the inside kills the people going after them, telling them he's left them a getaway car. That guy's a psychopath.
Yeah.
He plays villains in everything that he's in, it seems.
He tries to experience killing people.
Did you see the scene where that girl was like, please, no, please, I have a family, please stop, I don't want to die. And he was like mocking her while he was walking towards her, getting ready to shoot her.
I know, he just straight up just boom. Crazy.
They managed to escape and return to base camp while Song, now a butterfly, returns with a worried Fitzgibbon back to their offices where she makes contact with the horde of aliens. The duo tell the team that Golf escaped and Mern warns of the dangers of their mistake. But before he can criticize them further, Economos discovers the location of the butterfly's food source, known as the cow.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited to see this cow. I know it's not a cow. No, James Gunn.
Dude, I can't
it could be. It could be a cow. Space cow. Song later calls all her fellow aliens to her and orders them to attack and take over as many humans as possible, clearly in a bid to go after Peacemaker and his crew. In a dramatic slow-mo scene, she and the butterflies tear apart the police station Song worked at, and everyone, including the prisoners, are taken over in the goriest manner possible. Now this scene, it was pretty gruesome. But stuff like the way the butterflies enter in people, dig a hole through their throat. Let's see, the guy, Mern's man on the inside. I don't know his name, but the police captain, or whatever. Now they break through his window and they go in him. All that blood she's shooting up from his mouth into his eye and stuff. Oh, it was in his eye. His eye was red. And I was sitting there thinking, this is disgusting. It looks great. Go James Gunn. That's all I'll say.
Thank you, James Gunn.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Augie prepares for his fight against his son by having his white supremacist followers help him put on his white dragon costume. Unaware of the terrifying beings headed his way, Peacemaker plays the piano at the team's base and then has a sweet heart-to-heart with Harcourt after she gives him a gun with a dove of peace lasered onto the side. But it was backwards, so... Now, I found the scene very nice. They're friends now. She called him Chris. This whole time, I thought her name was Emily Harcourt, but it is Amelia. I keep thinking it was Emily.
Amelia Harcourt.
Peacemaker doesn't have long to enjoy the moment, though, because the episode ends with the butterfly-riddled police revealing to the world that they have his diary, the one planted by Adebayo in last week's episode, and they aim to stop him by whatever means necessary. Now, you tell me, if this didn't end like Spider-Man Far From Home, like,
oh no, it is.
They reveal this big thing about the hero, and he goes, "What the?" And then it ends.
Yeah, pretty honestly. Yeah, it was a pretty crazy ending. I'm wondering what's going to happen I wonder what's all in that diary.
And you heard Peacemaker also mention that they talk about, by the way, what's on the diary. They say it's a list of all the, like, Senator Goff and how he killed him and all the people he's planning on killing.
Yeah,
I saw that. Planted by Adebayo, it was given to by Waller. So, but back to what I was getting ready to say. He opened up to Harcourt and said, "I don't want to kill people anymore." And I was like, "Oh, so this guy's like he's going to be a hero now." And I'm like, I feel like he's going to show back up in something else. Oh, possibly. Do you think he'll be in the new Justice League?
Oh, I don't know. I'll be honest. I was actually a little bit moved by that, man. He's like, "I don't want to kill people no more." Yeah. And it kind of inspired me not to kill people. No, I said moved. I'm like, wait, it sounds like I got inspired not to do it. But, like, it's kind of, I don't know how to describe it. A little heartwarmed of how, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I was like, dang, It's crazy because I literally watched the whole movie of him killing people.
Yeah, he was enjoying it.
He was enjoying it. And then he's like,
he's thorough. He'll kill as many men, women, and children he has to do to get peace.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was episode 6 of Peacemaker. I mean, this show just continues to deliver. 2 episodes left. I will rewatch the show a few times, probably as much as I've rewatched Suicide Squad.
I'll rewatch the whole show in like one sitting when it's
and then you rewatch
over.
Random episodes.
Yeah, just so I can see. Well, random episodes. I don't watch the whole series.
I know, but then after that, you might pick a couple episodes.
Oh yes, yes. After that, because I want to see how the whole series is when it's like fully done.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And oh my gosh, I found something I want, Darren.
Oh Lord.
The Batman popcorn holders.
Oh, I saw those. His helmet. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry, I don't want that. But the most of the whole series, I want to see how it does just sitting it, like binge watching it. So
yeah.
That's really cool.
Yeah, but that was our talk on Peacemaker episode 6. Let's give a rating. If you could rate this episode 1 through 10, how many doves of peace would you give this episode?
Out of 10?
Yes.
Well, it is my favorite, so I'm gonna give this a 9.
9 doves of peace.
9 doves of peace.
Well, I think I'm going to give this episode as well a 9, but I'm going to give it 9 butterflies because I can.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, and that was our talk of Peacemaker episode 6. Now, final piece of first piece of DC news. I was looking at the wrong thing. I talked about for the last couple of weeks that James Gunn is working on a new show or new project in general. I'm pretty sure it's a show though, because the big rumor, and it got leaked apparently, that it is going to be a Ratcatcher 2 show.
Ooh.
Yes.
Okay. Tell me, is there more I must know about this Ratcatcher 2 show?
All we know is that it's supposed to be a Ratcatcher 2 show.
Nice to know.
That is exciting. That's all I'll say. I wanted a Ratcatcher show.
Mm-hmm.
She's such an interesting character, like emotionally interesting. Like her power was kind of interesting. It could be done interestingly. I think interesting a lot. I'm running out of things to say because there's not really much about this piece of news.
Yeah. Oh well, it is true. That's gonna be cool.
Bloodsport better show up. All right. Here we go. It's a piece of CW news. Now, I talked about this a few weeks ago, or not a few weeks ago. It's been about a couple months. That CW is working on a show called Gotham Knights. Do you remember this? It is a show supposed to be, I'll tell you what it's about later, but it's got the same name as the game that's coming out. But it is not about that.
Oh gosh.
It's a show. It just got a pilot order, so a first episode is coming out. On Thursday, it was announced that the CW had given a pilot order to the potential DC Comics inspired series, which was first announced to be in the works late last year. The show is one of several projects CW has given a pilot order to. Here's for you CW fans. I'll just name off these couple. There's a show called Walker on CW, and there's a spinoff called Walker Independence, as well as the Supernatural prequel spinoff, The Winchesters, which I'm excited for because I love that show.
Yeah.
While this doesn't necessarily guarantee that Gotham Knights, which is reportedly unconnected from Batwoman and the CW's Arrowverse of shows, which, already the ones that are disconnected are Stargirl and Superman and Lois, and those are great. Those are like the two best ones on there. So this is probably going to be good. And like Bizarro's on Superman and Lois right now looks great.
Oh yeah,
it's so good. It had the backwards S on his chest and a messed up cape. He's all gray.
I saw it, and I was looking through the history of old Bizarros over the years, right?
Yeah.
And one of them looked weird. One of them had a very polygon face. I don't remember where.
That was the Smallville Bizarro.
That's Smallville? Yeah. Okay, well, it looked like trash. I'm sorry.
Well, again, think about it. It's like 2003.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Why didn't just make the actor have like a zombie-looking face? In
Gotham Knights, the show, this is the description of it. All right? This is what it's about. I want you to give your thoughts afterwards, because I think it might have some potential, and I think we might want to talk about it. In the wake of Bruce Wayne's murder, his rebellious adopted son forges an unlikely alliance with the children of Batman's enemies when they are all framed for killing the Caped Crusader. And as the city's most wanted criminals, this renegade band of misfits must fight to clear their names. But in a Gotham with no Dark Knight to protect it, the city descends into the most dangerous it's ever been. However, hope comes from those unexpected places, as this team of mismatched fugitives will become its next generation of saviors, known as the Gotham Knights.
So this is going to have villains in it.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so his rebellious adopted son, not Damian.
Yes, so it's either Dick,
it's one of the Robins, or it's not any of them, and it's some random kid. But it's going to be a Robin. It's got to be a Robin. One of them.
Well, yeah. Rebellious son, right? That's what it says?
Rebellious adopted son. So the Dick Grayson.
Dick Grayson?
I think Dick Grayson.
Oh, who's the most rebellious out of all of them?
Dick Grayson.
I know Damien, the one that's adopted.
Dick Grayson, though, think about it. I mean, he was kind of adopted into. He took Bruce Wayne took him in after the Grayson family got murdered.
Well, so did Jason and Tim.
True.
So.
Oh, whatever. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But he forged an unlikely alliance with the children of Batman's enemies. Now, you can go anywhere with this, right? Obviously, they're going to have the Joker's child somewhere in this.
Yeah.
Give me Riddler. Give me Riddler's kid. I'll take that.
Riddler's kid.
I'll take that. Let's see. What else?
Mr. Freeze, baby.
I don't know. It could be a whole number of different characters they could use. And they're all going to... But I'm interested to see who villains of the show are going to be, like the big villain of everything they have to take down. Because obviously they're going to have to bring in some Batman villains. And I think the perfect one, that first person that would take over Gotham once Batman's gone, would be the Penguin.
Clayface. Oh, yes.
I wish. He is canon in the Batwoman show, based off a comic book that came out. Based off this show.
I would like to see maybe some... I'd maybe like to see maybe some more obscure villains as kids helping.
Man.
Like, imagine the freaking ventriloquist, or like Scarface and all that.
Yeah, well, you got to know that these are the villains' kids. Not the villains as kids.
That's what I'm saying. I know that.
Yeah, okay. So, I mean, Scarface is...
I know what I said. I worded it wrong. But
now, the ventriloquist kid could work. He could have got the doll or whatever from...
Yeah, because you can have the doll there.
But I guarantee it's not going to... It's going to be a girl. It's going to be ventriloquist's daughter. I feel like that would be what they do with that character.
Yeah, like it's going to be the opposite gender of what the character is.
Some of them will be of their parents.
A son.
I'm trying to think of different characters. Catwoman Two-Face. Well, no.
Woman Bat.
No.
That's what we'll have.
No, but there's a whole list. It could be great. I think it's a really good concept, and I'm really interested to watch it.
Oh, dude. Sorry, I just looked on IMDb, and we have the names of the next 2 Peacemaker episodes.
What are the names?
Episode. Oh, there's 8 episodes, right?
Yes.
We just saw 6.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, make sure. So episode 7 is "Stop Dragging My Heart Around." Play on the word dragon.
Okay.
And episode 8 is called "It's Cow or Never."
Oh, we're gonna see the cow in the finale.
I want to see the big bat fight reveal at the end.
Possibly. But. All right, let me finish reading this. Gotham Knights will be produced by WB Television and Berlanti Productions, as is the case with the other DC series on the CW. Five Ash, Sotoro, and Abrams are writing the script off. Five Ash and Sotoro will executive produce Greg Berlanti, Sarah Schechter, and David Madden of Berlanti Productions. Abrams will serve as co-executive producer. Five Ash Sotoro currently serve as executive producers on Batwoman and have credits on the show Gotham, Krypton, and The Vampire Diaries. Now, most of those shows, besides Batwoman, have good writing. Well, Batwoman's got good writing. It's just has terrible actors. Sorry. But yeah. Gotham was great. I watched all that. Krypton, I watched the first season of, but I completely forgot about it. I didn't know Lobo was in that show. But how
many seasons of there were for Krypton?
I want to say there were 2 or 3. It was about the religious and governmental aspect of Krypton.
I know it was about Superman's grandfather.
Yeah.
I know it was about that.
And Lobo shows up.
Yeah, I know Lobo shows up in the next season after one.
And Vampire Diaries is a big show. Everyone loves that, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
Also, Abrams, one of the guys, has written for Batwoman at sometimes Supergirl and All American, which All American has very good writing. It's this football show. If Gotham Knights,
yes, I know that show. Okay.
If Gotham Knights does ultimately get a series order at the CW, it'll be the latest in a long line of modern DC TV shows at the network. This includes currently Season 8 of The Flash, Season 7 of Legends of Tomorrow, Season 3 of Batwoman and Stargirl, Season 2 of Superman and Lois, and Season 1 of Naomi. The network has Justice U, a hypothetical spinoff series starring Arrow's David Ramsey works. Okay. Branching off of this piece of news, The Flash. Grant Gustin has signed on a one more season deal of the show that only consists of 15 episodes. And I'm going to go ahead and call it that season 9 will be the final season of The Flash.
Oh, you think they ain't going to go for them?
Well, if it's only 15 episodes long and he signed only for one more season, then I mean, come on. And that's going to be even if you hate the show. Tell me if you don't like the show. That's kind of a sad loss. You're losing one of the very first big DC.
It's pretty impressive. So many weirdos watch Flash. It's pretty impressive. So, but I play Marvel's Avengers. So
yeah,
but don't talk about story.
No, that's like that episode in Comic Book Men where he was like. Ming got a tattoo, but Walt didn't. So Ming was like, "I'll show you my tattoo all the time now. Every time you try to talk bad about me, I'll show you the tattoo and shut you up." That's what you do with you. And be like, "You play Marvel's Avengers." And go,
you play Marvel's Avengers. It's like, well, yeah. Awesome.
All right.
You can't really argue back, can I?
No.
It's gotten good. No, it hasn't. Where's that roadmap? Just look, every time there's something Marvel's Avengers, just ask me where's that roadmap at, Landon.
Okay. Also, that Justice U show, I think I may have talked about it, but I'm not sure. It's not really that important. I mean, it is. It's going to be a good show. Diggle, who David Ramsey plays in the CW, is becoming the Green Lantern. He has the Green Lantern ring. He's just trying to convince himself to open it. And now he's trying to open it, but he can't open the box for some reason. But I'm interested. He already has the beard of Jon Stewart.
Yes.
So I think he's going to be Jon Stewart.
That'd be cool.
Mm-hmm.
I'll listen to Jon Stewart, man.
Mm-hmm. All right. That is the
DC?
end That's the end of my DC news. We got one. I have one piece of gaming news.
Well, yeah. I was actually gonna let you start off gaming news this time.
Yeah. Now, Landon, I don't want your snarky remarks because everybody already knows that you don't like this game.
This game is gonna suck. I promise.
Hey, you can't judge a book by its cover. You can't judge a game by its trailer. I mean, you can, but not with superhero games.
Dude, if this game turns out to be like really good and not buggy at all, dude, I will literally buy the whole. If it has like a season pass, I'll buy it.
Maybe, but Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League has been delayed to 2023, according to Bloomberg. This has not been officially announced, but I'm assuming it's real.
Well, I keep hearing different things. I keep hearing it is delayed until 2023, but I keep hearing that WB is going to push it back to 2022. So
maybe they're just doing that to be safe about it, because maybe they're still trying to polish some stuff.
I'm just going to say it right now. If they're coming out with 2023, I'm going to promise you it's not going to be the best superhero game that year.
Yeah, you're right.
A little game called Marvel Spider-Man 2 is coming out.
Yeah. But I mean, I think this game is going to be great. And but you think quite the opposite. But most likely, you're probably going to like it. I'm going to say that. But
I ain't like Arkham Knight.
Yeah, but the trailers look good for Arkham Knight. The game is bad. Yeah. For you think the trailers look bad. The game's going to be great. That's normally the way it goes.
That doesn't mean that's
Marvel's Avengers trailers were great within the game.
Yeah, so that compliments what I'm saying. So get out of here.
No, it doesn't. You think it's bad, so it's just going to be good. It's the opposite.
Yeah, no, I know Marvel's Avengers is bad. I play it for this.
No, I'm talking about Suicide Squad. If you thought the trailer for Arkham Knight was good, which I thought, and the trailer for Marvel's Avengers looked good, and you're like, oh, I'm excited for this game, and then it came out, and you were like, oh.
Well, dude, I had the benefit of the doubt with Arkham Knight. I'm like, dude, there's no way Arkham Knight is Jason Todd. That would be way too easy. And it wouldn't make sense. But Darian, what happened? What happened?
He actually turned out to be Bill Cosby underneath.
Bill Cosby. It
was a huge twist. I did not expect it at all. Oh, he showed up and he was like, hey, and then and then he shot Batman in the chest. It was crazy.
Yeah.
No, it was Jason Todd.
Dude, if that did happen, tens across. Yeah. Everybody catch. Hey, dude, he's selling us pudding pops, and he's gonna buy us DVDs for Ghost Dad and the Cosby Show. He's still out. He's got time. Oh my god. He said Bill Cosby brought me back to Peacemaker.
Yeah. But yeah, the game's been delayed. Mainly, I'm excited for this game. I mean, some of the characters look fun to play. It's Captain Boomerang, Deadshot. I don't know about the other two. I didn't see enough gameplay for any of the other characters. I'm obviously Harley Quinn. I don't give a crap about playing as her.
This ain't multiplayer, right? I just want to clear that.
This is online co-op.
Oh,
I think I'm pretty sure.
I'm guessing me, you. I'm gonna see if Skylar wants to get on that too.
Spillman in on it.
Yeah, get Spillman in on it. Oh no, that's a next gen exclusive, ain't it?
Yeah. Oh, sorry, Skylar.
Okay, well, sorry, Skylar. Time.
No one knows who Skylar is that we're talking about. But anyway,
I'm on a main Captain Boomerang.
I'm doing Deadshot.
Do Deadshot.
Spillman do King Shark.
I like how they changed Captain Boomerang. It looks like he's a speedster as well as just like Flash.
Yeah, which I like.
I think it makes it better. It makes it more like an even fight with Flash.
Yeah,
actually.
I wanted to talk about. Let's see. One of my favorite parts of this game, I already know, is going to be the introduction of other Justice League members into the Arkham universe. Yeah. For example, Flash, John Stewart, Green Lantern, Wonder Woman, who is not. I guarantee will probably fight her, but she's not brainwashed. She's probably just going to fight us because they're villains.
Yeah.
And then Superman being the big bad, 100%. It's called Kill the Justice League. We're not going to kill the Justice League.
Misrepresented title already. See, told you the game sucks. I want to curb stomp Superman.
Well, you call Batman Arkham Origins, but that's misleading because it is not the origins of Arkham.
I know, but it's just called. I'm calling it by the title. Everybody knows it by. I ain't gonna call it Batman, not the actual arc of origins, or whatever. So, Darian. No, you dare.
Let's see. I'm trying to think of an example of another one. It's called Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy, but it should be called Marvel's Star-Lord.
What are you talking about? It's literally you
play Star-Lord the whole time.
Yeah, but doesn't. Oh my god, the game is kind of called. Okay, I swear, Darian, I swear, man. Okay, the new game's called God of War Ragnarok. You ain't playing as Norse God of War, are you? You're playing as the Greek God of War.
Still God of War.
No, your game's called God of War. You're not even playing God of War. You're not even playing the God of War.
That's not fair. He was God of War before God of War Ragnarok.
You're not playing as Ares, huh? You're not playing as Ares.
The soul of Ares.
You're not playing as Tyr, are you? Well, we don't know that, but I'm 99% sure you're not going to play as Tyr.
Anyway, Suicide Squad's been delayed to 2023. I'm just hoping that maybe they're just doing that just to buy themselves enough time, but then they'll bring it back. But in the meantime, we have Gotham Knights coming.
That's what I'm saying. I'm willing to bet it's just made to, obviously give it a little bit more polished time, but you do that to separate Gotham Knight and Suicide Squad and give a good space there.
Mm-hmm. In the meantime, we have Gotham Knights coming, and that's going to be something. I need to play that game in order to really, or at least see some more trailers for it. I guarantee next trailer we see for it, it'll have a release date.
I would like to see a full edge gameplay like how we did the first time with Batgirl on the Bat Cycle and then fight Mr. Freeze.
Mm-hmm. I haven't seen enough. I've seen a lot of the game. I just want to see more. I don't know how to explain it. I just want to see more, and then I'll be able to form my full opinion. But I think I'll like it.
It's so funny because I remember when they announced the game. Or it was people were play testing it back when we were freshmen in high school. Ain't that insane? I was thinking about that the other day. I thought it was crazy. Skylar was telling me about it. He's like, hey, people play this Arkham game. You get to play as like a bunch of the Bat family and stuff. But anyways, that's honestly all the gaming news. Besides. By the time this comes out, this weekend was double resources, so you got to have double the green stuff, double the credits. So that's pretty much it. Unless there's something else I'm missing.
I don't have anything else. I also wanted to point out. Let's see. This is Star Wars related, but I was going to ask you: did you ever watch Rogue One, the Star Wars story?
Yes, I did a while back.
Do you remember Cassian Andor, the guy? He was like the guy that the main girl was in love with, and he was following. He owned that ship. Yeah. He's supposed to be getting his own show called Andor on Disney Plus. Apparently, it's not even out yet. But season 2 starts filming in fall. So I don't know.
So season 1 is done already.
Yeah, but it's not out, and they're already filming season 2, getting ready.
Well, I guess they're doing a whole Avatar thing, where they film.
It seems that it's being now. All of the Disney Plus shows are being run by Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau.
Yeah.
Which I mean, you haven't seen Book of Boba Fett, and I assume you're watching at some point. But it is. I mean, this just proves that Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau know what they're doing, especially Dave Filoni. What a genius!
Just because I haven't seen it yet, doesn't mean I don't think it's trash or anything. I just haven't seen it yet. So
yeah.
Please
I haven't got any more news.
Yeah, I don't got nothing else either.
All right, I did say at the beginning of the episode I was going to announce something about our solo videos, but I think I'm going to wait to do that till next weekend.
Oh my gosh, Dan. Stop teasing the people.
Yeah.
Stop licking the pins and say, come here. No. It's like next week. Don't do that to them. Come on.
Yeah, I'm going to wait till next week.
I don't know what I'm talking about, but
I don't either. I don't know how much longer we have left. Let's see. I was going to try something, but I changed my mind. We'll wait till next week. All right. Well, is that it? That's everything you had?
Yeah, everything I got. Not much gaming news, unfortunately, but I'm hoping a PlayStation show is on the horizon. We get a little taste of Marvel Spider-Man 2.
Definitely. All right. Well, thank you all so much for joining us this week. Talked about some decent amount of stuff. Went longer than we thought it was going to.
Yeah, I know. I thought it was short.
But I'm ready to go because I'm ready to read some comics.
Yes.
So, can't think of anything important to tell you guys other than when this is out on Spotify, Apple, and Google Podcasts, and Stitcher, and all these different places you can check it out. Besides YouTube, because that'll be Monday. You can check out our gaming stream. It's going to be broadcasted on PlayStation only and then released only on YouTube because you can't release video on Spotify. But I mean, you can on podcasts, but it's kind of difficult. But we're going to be doing that. Our second gaming stream. Hopefully, it goes better than the first one, and hopefully, we do not get a copyright claim.
Let's hope not. Should be fun though.
Yeah, we got copyright claims because the music in the background for Injustice.
We'll just mute it next time.
Yeah.
So, Darren, what game are we playing again? Unless you have not
Marvel's Avengers.
No.
Yep.
No. Okay. Well, I would love to show off all the money I've spent on that game with my skins.
Okay. And let's see. I think that's all I can think about. Really. Yeah. I thought we'd do this at the end of every episode, or maybe give a comic recommendation that we've read recently.
Yes.
I want to give a recommendation. I've been reading this series of Valiant series about hero Bloodshot, who Vin Diesel played in the movie. It was a whole thing called Bloodshot Reborn, and it all led up to this thing called Bloodshot Island and then Bloodshot USA, and this is like one of the greatest story arcs besides Injustice. I count that as its own separate thing because it's great. But this is like one of the best non-DC super arcs that I've read in a long time. So I highly recommend finding Bloodshot Reborn anywhere and reading that. I don't know if you have anything.
No, or comic I would recommend. Crap, man. Okay, well, one I have reread, I'd say 5 times, which is probably most I've done for a comic, is I know it's a pretty popular one, but it is Watchmen. Darren, have you ever read this comic?
I have not seen it, but I haven't read it.
It is fantastic. I'll let you borrow it one day because you let me borrow Injustice. Yeah, read Injustice. That's the one I've been reading. Injustice and Watchmen. Those two are great.
If you happen to pick up an Injustice comic to start reading it and you love it, tweet at us. Type it in our group. DM us and be like, "Oh, thanks for the suggestion. This book rocks," or something like that. Or we will shout you out on the show.
If you hate it,
then you can trash us as much as you're the one that suggested it in the first place. Okay.
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying. Well, if you hate it, then talk trash about us, and we'll still give you a shout out.
Yeah. Okay. And with that being said, I guess we're gonna get ready to get out of here. So thank you all so much for listening. If you have any questions, comments, corrections, or concerns, you can contact me on Instagram at DarienH4404. It's DARIENH4404, or on Facebook at the Comic Book Burrito official page. Very interactive over there. Highly recommend it. Or on Twitter at the CB Burrito, capital C, capital B, capital B in Burrito.
You can contact me at Spider_Landon on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, pretty much anywhere. But you also follow us on our Instagram page at the Comic Book Burrito. Very, informative, more notification wise than anything else. Also, me and Darian both recommend Facebook and Twitter, and very, very, very interactive over there. We'll pretty much reply to you instantly. Lead it off, Darian.
All right, Patreon's still in the works. I've been saying that for like a month now. It is. It's in the works. It's getting there.
Really late, Darian. Okay,
well,
let's get out.
We're trying.
Sorry.
We're trying.
I'm trying to put a reference in there. Sorry.
All right. Well, now we're going to get out of here now. So, ching chong, chibbity chopsticks. Bye, everybody.
See ya.
Excelsior.